What's up, everybody? Blake here, coming at you with a movie review for the new horror movie directed by Radio Silence, Abigail, starring Melissa Barrera, Catherine Newton, Dan Stevens, and newcomer Alicia Ware. But yeah, Abigail. So basically, Abigail is about a group of thugs, I guess, that kidnap this little girl, this little ballerina. And they take her to a mansion where they are holding her hostage in an attempt to get like $50 million from her father. And it turns out that this little girl is a blood-sucking vampire. So there's that. So I gotta say off the top, I really like this movie. I had a great time with it. It was a lot of fun. Radio Silence always delivers. Always. These guys, for those of you that don't know, they directed Scream 5, Scream 6. They also directed that Samara Weaving horror movie from, I forget what year it came out. I think it came out in 2017, 2018, Ready or Not, which is a movie that I think is just absolutely fantastic. I think that's their best movie, honestly. Even after seeing Abigail. I think Ready or Not is still their best work. But yeah, this movie is awesome. And getting into the positives, first thing I have to do here is praise this new young actress that I've never even heard of, Alicia Ware. She did a phenomenal job. She was great. She absolutely delivered on screen. She commanded, all of her scenes. I mean, she was awesome. I can't wait to see more from this young actress, and I think she definitely has a bright future in Hollywood for sure. Also, Melissa Barrera, she was great. It's great to see her get work outside of the Scream franchise, especially after everything that happened. With all of that, for those of you that don't know, I mean, I'm not going to get into it here. You can definitely look it up. But yeah, there's a lot of controversy with her and the studio behind the Scream movies. So it's great to see her get work, and I know this movie was made during all of that. But anyways, also Catherine Newton also did a really good job. Dan Stevens was awesome. And also Angus Cloud. I'm not very familiar with this guy, but I know a lot of you are. He passed away apparently a little while ago. And, they did a nice little in memory of him at the end of the movie. As far as his performance here goes, I thought he did a really good job. Enjoyed what he was doing on screen for sure. Definitely had me laughing, that's for sure. And also Giancarlo Esposito is in this movie. Gus Free from I don't even think I said his name right, but Gus from Breaking Bad. He was great here too. For the little bit of screen time he has in the movie. And but everybody was great. Everybody. I don't know if I know I'm missing a couple of the actors. I can't think of their names off the top of my head right now. But they did very well as well. Anyways. But yeah, and then, the next thing I want to point out, in my positives, this is just a fun movie. It's got a fun screenplay. It's got a fun plot. Vampire movies are very hit or miss with me. But this one definitely worked in more ways than one. Something that's very important to me as a horror fan is the carnage. And this movie absolutely delivers on the carnage. This is a blood-soaked good time. Like it's great. Like if you're into violent, gory horror movies, you're going to get that here. And the gore effects are absolutely fantastic. And also I loved the callbacks really to, I mean, I shouldn't even say that. I shouldn't even say it because it's going to probably spoil something in the movie. And I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. You know, I don't want to spoil anything that's not in the trailer. But there's definitely some callbacks to a previous movie of theirs with how they utilize gore effects. And I also have to point out, you know, the fact that this movie has a great atmosphere. You know, it looks really good, and I love the aesthetic choices that they used here. The cinematography is all top notch. I mean, just a very good looking movie, guys. It's funny. This movie is very funny. Not just Angus Cloud, who I singled out earlier in saying, he had me rolling a couple of times, but in general, this is a movie with a healthy dose of humor. It's not overly done. Now I'm going to get into the mixed. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't really have anything that's purely a negative with this movie. Do I have some minor issues? Sure. I'm putting them here in the mixed. And it's really nothing egregious. You know, the first thing I'm going to mention, though, is the pacing. For the most part, the pacing is really good. But this movie does take a while to get going. And it was honestly kind of... It was, look, I hate to say it, but it was kind of boring at first. Like, the first, 20 minutes of this movie, hardly nothing happens. And this is like an hour and 45-minute long movie or something like that. So, 20 minutes at the beginning, this movie just takes a while to get going. But once it does, it doesn't really stop. And it becomes one hell of a roller coaster ride. Not even a roller coaster ride, really. It's just a thrill ride. I mean, I'm talking way too much, and it's way too early. But there was a moment where I was like, okay, anything can happen now. Like, please, something. Because I was just like, I know this movie's going to pick up at some point, but how long are y'all going to make me wait? And not long after I started feeling that way is when it did pick up. But it's only fair to point out that this movie was, it took a while. It took a while. My other my other mixed aspect here is really the third act. The third act, look, I'm not going to be too nitpicky here. This, like I said, this is a great movie. And the third act isn't bad. I just feel like they got a little too wacky in the third act. It just got a little too wacky. Yeah, guys. I mean, in the end, as far as my rating goes, I mean, this is like a 4.5 stars out of 5, maybe a 4.75 stars out of 5. I'm just gonna say 4.5 stars out of 5. It's a solid A. Like, this movie's an A, man. It's my second favorite movie of the year. The best horror movie I've seen this year. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, guys, if you like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. Also, comment below and let me know what you guys think about this movie. Have you seen it? Are you going to see it? Does it look interesting to you? Try to keep spoilers, at a minimum. Or you know what? I mean, hell, if y'all want to just have a discussion in the comments, that's fine. Just, viewers beware. There's probably going to be spoilers. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for sticking with me, for watching this video. And until next time, I'm Blake. Y'all have a good one.